The Premier League and the shitty refereeing robbed Chelsea of a penalty. How is that not a penalty? Like, how is that? I mean, Souček basically dies for the ball. That's excellent goalkeeping from Souček's part. But then how is that not a penalty with VAR? I mean, this English refereeing, man, is the worst it's the worst in Europe. It's the worst in Europe. You know, with such instances, if it was in Africa, the ref was going to get a beating today. Let's be honest. Let's be frank. If it was in some parts of Africa, the ref was going to get a beating today. How is that not a clear-cut penalty? He basically dies for the ball. But you know what, man? We've come to expect this from the English Premier League. We've come to expect this. I mean, how is this the best league with such poor officiating? Go to Spain, go to France, go to Germany. The officiating is far much better. How is this such the greatest league of them all with such poor officiating? I mean, how do you... Man, you know what? To say I'm fuming is the last thing on my mind. But then, how do you not give... Okay, why doesn't the VAR send the ref to the monitor? Okay, the ref might have thought maybe it hit his knee and then to his hand. Why doesn't the VAR say, go and have a look for yourself? Why are they quick to say, no, he was breaking his fall? Breaking his fall by saving the ball. Like, how do you stop it? I mean, that is a clear-cut penalty. That is a clear-cut penalty. Any time of the week, any time of the day, that's a clear-cut penalty. I mean, this is such a disappointing end to a boring game, by the way. Let's just put it out there. The second half was just so dull. Can someone ask, if you're a Chelsea fan, right? What is Potter seeing in Kai Havertz that the whole fan base is not seeing? I mean, even if you're a Kai Havertz fan, what is Kai Havertz doing to say that he deserves to start as our number 9? I mean, last week, Fofana came in against Fulham. He had a game of his life, like the 30 minutes of his life, or 20 minutes, whatever. He came, he showed some spark, some brightness. He nearly scored a goal that won us the game, that almost won us the game. What is Havertz doing the whole 90 minutes? I mean, you try to get a goal, you bring in Gallagher, you bring in Ziyech, you bring in Mount. Fair and fine, Mount almost created a chance. Why is Havertz still on the pitch? What is Havertz doing that we can't see? What is he doing in training that Potter thinks he deserves to start ahead of Aubameyang? I mean, the way they've frozen at Aubameyang. I mean, Aubameyang is in the ice edge right now. He's in the ice edge. He's always frozen up out of the club, man. He's a far much better finisher than Kai Havertz. He's a better number 9 than Kai Havertz. I've seen Opa racking up goals. We're talking about the guy who won the Golden Boot playing for Arsenal when they finished 8th in the league. I mean, he's a natural born goal scorer. He's one of the best goal scorers the club has at the moment, and you're freezing him out to play Kai Havertz. Of all the strikers you can play for Chelsea, what is Fofana doing? Why do we even sign Fofana? Because when he comes in, he plays nice. He still doesn't get a sniff in. We need a goal. We need a goal-winning match, a goal to win the match. He's still sitting on the bench. Gallagher has to come in ahead of him. And what is Potter smoking? What is Potter smoking? What is Potter cooking? I mean, what is the Potter cooking in this game? I mean, this is what happens when you buy a Bugatti. You give it to someone with only a learner's license who's still learning how to. I mean, what is Potter doing? What is Potter doing with all this stuff? I mean, all this money spent. Fofana comes in, is the next Didier Drogba, according to some of our fan base. Why is Kai Havertz starting as our number 9, playing the whole 90 minutes? I mean, other than the goal which was ruled for an offside, which he scored, what did he do in the 90 minutes? What can you say Kai Havertz did? He spends more time drifting after than just playing within the 18-yard area, man. I mean, this is such a bad run of results. 2 wins in 13 games. We're still stuck on 9 points. 2 points ahead of Liverpool with two games played in hand. I mean, in all honesty, if you're a Chelsea fan, man, please, if you can, just answer this question. Ask this question to yourself. What is Potter seeing in Havertz that we're not seeing that makes him play him as a number 9? At this point in time, I'd rather even try João Felix as a number 9, man. I'd rather try something else. Play Mount as a 10, João Felix up front. What is Kai Havertz doing in the starting 11? Fair and fine, you drop Mount, deservedly so. Why is Kai Havertz not being dropped? I mean, is he the golden child of Chelsea? Is he Todd Boehly's adopted son or something? I mean, what a shitty second half performance, man. I mean, the goal conceded, by the way. I mean, we would have been better off keeping Emerson. Think about it. Emerson scores against us. Would have been far much better off keeping Emerson in our books than signing Cucurella. I mean, Cucurella just Metro should have dropped in to try and help, with the defense. But then, what is Cucurella doing? He's just sitting there waiting for someone to cross the ball when he knows there's no way he can clear that ball. I mean, fine, this James could have done better. But then that, for me, that is on Cucurella. That was a goal waiting to happen. That side of Cucurella, I mean, the left back channel, I mean, if Chilwell is fit to play some part of the game, why don't you start with Chilwell, take him off, even bringing Cucurella or someone else when we're comfortably winning the game? I mean, Chilwell did more in the shortcoming he played than Cucurella did in the whole 60, 70 minutes he played. I mean, what is Potter smoking? I mean, we've drawn against Fulham and West Ham, 2 games which have easily won. That is 4 points dropped. 4 points dropped. I mean, you know what? Midweek Champions League, we're going to Germany. If we play like this, we're getting knocked out by Dortmund. If we play like this, we're getting knocked out by Dortmund. And to come to think of it, we didn't even register Aubameyang as a second striker in the Champions League. So this means we have to bear witness Kai Havertz play shitty football for Chelsea over and over and over again. I mean, it's okay to admit if you're Potter to say, you know what, let me bench Havertz, let me try and play, even if I don't play great, let us pick up points. That's all we need. At this point in time, it's not about implementing your philosophy on the team. Try to pick up points, try to close the gap to the top 4, even if you finish in the Europa Conference League, man. At least we would have said we tried by all means to get in top 4. If we go on a run like maybe 5-6 game winning run, man, at least we'll say he tried his best to try and get us top 4. But then the way the team is playing, I mean, second half it was so easy for West Ham. West Ham looked as if they're going to score a goal faster than Chelsea. I was, you know, when Souček scored, man, I mean, I was already, my heart just sank. You know, my heart just sank, and I was thinking, VAR won't give that offside, because with the British VAR, you never know what's going to happen. I was so relieved. It was just that sigh of relief when the goal was given offside. And then the shitty referee with the shitty VAR team decide, nah, we're not going to give Chelsea any favors. If you're a West Ham fan, I mean, last time around we did you dirty. We're supposed to get something from the bridge, but then this time around, man, Chelsea were robbed. Clear daylight robbery. And you know what? I'm sure Monday, Tuesday, the whole Premier League or the Refs Association or whatever will come up with a statement. No, that was supposed to be a penalty. It was a wrong decision made. But then it's 2 points lost for Chelsea. 2 points lost for Chelsea. We stood behind Brighton, Brentford, Fulham, Spurs, Newcastle. I mean, it's so bad, man. If you're a Chelsea fan, these are dark times of the club. And the coach, I mean, he's been given all the toys he wants. Money has been spent. Give Fofana a chance. He's the future of the club, right? Give Fofana a chance. He's a natural number 9. Havertz is not a number 9. Bench Havertz, bring him to kill off the game. But the positives, man, the positives. Enzo Fernandez and João Felix, man, that connection, brilliant, magnifique, man. The connection is already there. You can see the step above the rest. I mean, Thiago Silva, he looks solid. Badashile looks solid. I mean, he's a youngster. Yes, he's going to make 1 or 2 errors, but he looks solid. James, is so good to see Reece James back in the club and in the team. He played well. He's a solid performance. Loftus-Cheek, I think at times Loftus-Cheek made the wrong decisions. He was looking for Enzo more than he was supposed to play progressive passes. I think if at times he forgets, I think Loftus-Cheek at times he thinks he's still a youngster. He forgets he's now a senior player in this team. I mean, if you're going to play next to a 22-year-old in the 26, 28, you're now the senior player. At least play those progressive passes. Try to break the line even more, man. And then what can I say about Modric? Okay, he was firing off and cold, man. He's still adapting. Modric is still adapting. I mean, it's early days for both of them. But then the subs from the coach, that was the worst decision to keep Kai Havertz. I can see why Cucurella to get off Chile to come in. I can see why we take off Modric and bring in Mount. I can see why we bring in Ziyech. But then why, for the love of God, why is Kai Havertz playing the whole 90 minutes? And other than the other than the disallowed goal, did he really have any shot on target? Did he really do something in the game? Even his hold-up play is not that brilliant. Try Fofana, try something else, man. I mean, these games are must-win games for Chelsea. We're here to play your City, to play your United, to play your Arsenal, to play all the big guns. If you play like this, you might even drop to, finish 13th, 14th in the league, I'm telling you. I mean, this is such a shitty performance by Graham Potter, man. This draw is all on Potter. For me, it's all on the refereeing staff and the VAR staff and on Potter, man. What a shitty day. I mean, let's hope Arsenal lose. That's the only saving place I can have now. Let's hope Arsenal, Spurs, and all these teams from London lose, man. Damn. What a nightmare. What a bad start to the weekend.